Let's move on to the Conference League or the Europa League. West Ham up against Man United, not in a game, but in terms of the league standings. Crystal Palace at home against Manchester United. Of course, Crystal Palace involved in that game against Everton on Thursday night. You were there, Hugh. Do you think that there will be a big fall off from them emotionally, having lost that lead, that 2-0 lead? Or do you think they still go into this final game smiling and quite excited to beat a Man United side that if they can't get the victory, then they will be playing in the Europa Conference League next year?
Listen, I spoke about the effect of the fans. The fans at Selhurst Park, they're absolutely incredible. They've really enjoyed the season they've had under Patrick Vieira. They would have been disappointed not to beat Everton, having been 2-0 up. They played really, really well at times. I was at the game. I've got to say, I never saw Everton's comeback coming. But I think on the afternoon, on the evening, Goodison Park and the Everton fans dragged their players over the line. And I think the Palace fans can do the same against Manchester United at the weekend. They just want to finish the season on a high in front of their home fans. And I think they will do that. I think at the moment, they are a better side than Manchester United, who are already thinking about life under Eric Ten Hag, already thinking about what clubs they'll be playing for at next season. So many of the players leaving the club. It's been really, really disappointing. And I think there will be a lackluster finish here as well. And I actually think Crystal Palace will win the game. One thing I thought was absolutely key in terms of Everton's comeback, a player that's been really underrated. I think Will Hughes, central midfield for Crystal Palace, really helped control the game. He got an early yellow card. Patrick Vieira decided to take him off because it was getting a bit feisty in that game, especially given the magnitude of the game in terms of Everton's fortunes. Had he stayed on, I think Crystal Palace would have seen that game out. And I think at the weekend, they will control the midfield against Manchester United. And that will be the key to them, I think, winning the game.
Yeah, I actually could see both West Ham and Man United not winning their games. You've got Crystal Palace, who now can't get into the top 10 because of that defeat against Everton. But Brighton side that have, absolutely trounced Man United recently and will come up against West Ham with that desire to finish in 9th spot, to be able to leapfrog Leicester City. They're on 48 points, Leicester on 49 points. And I've just been really impressed with Brighton this season. This is actually, for both these teams, it's interesting, isn't it? Because expectation drives a lot in football. And you've got Man United and West Ham, two teams that obviously want to kind of win these games to be in the Europa League or the Conference League. And I think both teams would want to be in the Europa League, of course. But what you've got with Brighton and Crystal Palace is two teams that I think have really enjoyed their seasons, actually, and have shown that they've got really, really exciting footballers at both clubs and play good football as well. I think Patrick Vieira's had a great season. Potter has moved forward again, and their recruitment has been superb. So I actually think that both teams won't win this weekend. I can see Crystal Palace certainly winning, and I actually think the Brighton-West Ham game will be a draw. Do you think it's almost unfair if Man United finish above West Ham at the end of the season after everything that's gone on and how bad it's been for United?
No, I don't think it would be unfair. The table doesn't lie after 38 games. West Ham United have been really inconsistent. They've been lauded so much because of their exploits in Europe. But if you look at the sort of second half of the season, there was some really patchy form in there. They just weren't getting the wins that they needed, particularly when Mikel Antonio was out injured. And ultimately, that will cost them. It could have cost them really a top 4 place. Remember how long we were discussing West Ham's chances of being in the Champions League. They just didn't cope well with playing Thursday nights in the Europa League and then playing on a Sunday in the Premier League. They dropped too many points in those games. They need a deeper squad for next season. They need a more experienced squad. They need a higher quality squad at West Ham United if they're going to keep it going, because of course it looks like they're going to be playing Thursday nights next season as well. So I do think there needs to be improvement there, but I don't think it would be unfair if Manchester United finished above them, despite how bad United have been. And believe me, I know how terrible Manchester United are. Like I say, I don't think they'll get anything this weekend. I think Brighton, though, are really enjoying their football. They had a big dip in form. When they're on it, and they're really on it, they're one of the nicest teams to watch in the Premier League. I think final day of the season in the sunshine in Fulham, I definitely think Brighton have a chance of winning this game. I don't disagree with you, though. I think West Ham are a quality team as well, so it will probably end up a draw.
Hi guys, James Allcott here from ESPN's Football Forecast. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and you want to check out more, make sure you subscribe to ESPN UK.